drama. Cause here comes the big mama. Any bitch who rips shiny Obama. Cause y'all weak ass hoes got me fed up. So hookers, get your gloves and yo, let's go head up. Wall to wall, y'all all are for. I don't store, cause in this world it's when it takes all. A title bout for all the clout. Any hooker try to step to this, it's lights out. One hit, your head split, throat slit. Think you missed it, but I started this shit. At 14 years old, I was going gold. While I was on tour, you was touring the whole stroke. Sucking dicks and turning tricks to get a quick fix while I was putting dope hits in the mix. Ripping shows with Kane and Bismarcky, fucking up Roxanne and taking out Spark. Niggas came in flocks from blocks and blocks to watch the rocks knock bitches out the box. And every place I played, I headlined. Strictly big names on the top in red. Mine, the Q-U-double-E-N, queen of MCing. Whenever I flow, it's poetry in motion. So you can save all the drama and get the fuck out the way. Here comes the big mama. Mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Rhymes are deadly, so hook 'em right out your will. Here comes the queen, foot first to your grill. Reciting poems that hit like boulders, smacking your head dead off your motherfucking shoulders. So nip all the talk in the bud. This ain't no game, boy, I came to draw blood. And any hag thinking that she could laugh with me, it only takes one blast and that ass I'll be wrecked, ruined, damaged, ripped. Cross my path, your ass will get whipped. Cause Shantae ain't about no games. Matter of fact, yo, I'ma start calling off names. First up is Latifah. You roll up and I'ma smoke that ass like reefer. Cause you ain't never in life been a star to me. So the fuck out trying to go R&B. Now that shit is shady. You say ladies first, well I'm the first lady. And all y'all hoes are phony. Try to get flipped, I'ma rip you and your girl moaning. You're illegitimate, trying to get a little bit, and I'm about sick of that moany in the middle shit. Your album cold garbage. Had one good jam, now you think you a star, bitch. Breaking your neck, trying to be in the limelight. But give you a mic and you can't even rhyme right. So get the fuck off the scene, cause I got an M16 that says Shiny's the queen. And all you bitches got your style from me. The capital S-H-A-N-T-E. Used to go to my show, analyze how the sound flow. All the down low, fuck around, lay around, ho. So save all the drama and make room for the big mama. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. The real queen's in effect. Whenever I come, yo, I come correct. And niggas give me the utmost due respect. And any hag that try to last, or go get smoked like marijuana cause her ass is grass. I dig ditches for you bitches while I collect riches and give you a head full of stitches. Cause in a beef I don't sleep for lollygags. Sending your hags off stage in a body bag. Cause Shantae is a rebel. You say you're light as a rock, you get crushed like a pebble. One word and I'm a bagger. Watch the bitch stagger, cause I don't dig the bull dagger. To me a butch don't deserve a mic in hand. Somebody tell her to stop acting like a man. She needs something real thick to help her out quick. And that's a good piece of dick. Now as for that West Coast slut with fake ass hair, contacts, and a padded butt, instead of stopping to the 90s, use your brain and stop your ass down a Jackson Lane. You better hurry and hop on a diet plan and keep the pork chops out the frying pan. Yeah, I said it, so what? You roll up slut, you get a fucking gum buck to your gut. I'm bringing tears to all my peers. I ain't new, I've been doing this shit for 10 years. Bring any hoe and I'll wreck her. I rip the nicest from ISIS down to salt and pepper. And now you know that I'm the star of the show, ho. While I get dough, you're giving up the yo. You say a nigga can't play with it? You got another job, well bitch, you better stay with it. Cause you ain't shit in this here. Shantae's the queen and I'm making it clear. Kicking flavors the way it's supposed to be. That's why no other MC's coming close to me. I leave them all in the dust. From crumbs to crust, it's a must that all opponents get bust. So get the fuck off the stage and save all the drama and make room for the big mama. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs. Mama, mama, ow! I gave birth to most of them MCs.
Warm it up. It's shine season. Yeah. Black. Black is beautiful, baby, black is bold. Black is black, true, but black is gold. No. Hey, hey, yeah. Look, I said black is beautiful, shawty, black is bold. Black is black, true, but black is gold.
Just 1, 2.
Hey, let's do it. Look, black is beautiful, shawty, that you should know. Don't let American standards damage your African soul. Natural hair over the weave under. I buy you Givenchy rags and rap it neat for you. I rap a feature and buy you pieces from people that you love. Celine Dion pay for that Celine that you got on. Yo, is you single, is you good? Can I get into your game? Cause you finger looking, you sweet when you put on. I don't mind you body shy, cause you can sleep in my cologne. Woo! Yeah, okay, while they on that other shit, that grown man build up your mind, slide in your stomach shit. Hold hands, rarely in public, they never notice us. They might as well tell you we on, we got that golden touch. You get it? Fuck with it. They might as well tell you we on, we got that golden touch. Golden touch. Right, black is beautiful, baby, black is bold. Black is black, true, but black is gold. No. Hey, hey, yeah, look. I said black is beautiful, shawty, black is bold. Black is black, true, but black is gold. Oh, black, 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 black. Look, hey, Miss Lupita. Hope you know you inspire the future women for us. Don't know your vibe really, just know that your mother Kenyan. Just know that they're melanin mesmerizing in every picture. Got you. Hey, Miss Ducky, hey, I think your hair is amazing, but brain is even greater. Don't ever let what people say ever convince you ain't bae. No, when hella actors blackface and try players. Got you. Hey, Viola, darling, I see you shining with Shonda. Thought I should rhyme about you. Cause you body the monologues and you care about us and get away with murder every time you red carpet. Got you. Hey, Miss Issa Rae, beautiful Senegalese leader with shit to say. We should meet today, maybe at a Best Buy. Lawrence Hive, still I'm proud. Issa's a savage, actually Issa knife. Right, black is beautiful, baby, black is bold. Black is black, true, but black is gold. No. Hey, hey, yeah, look. I said black is beautiful, shawty, black is bold. Black is black, true, but black is gold. Shine, I got time today. This for every beautiful queen listening that may sometimes think we forget you due to this bullshit system. It's for every India, Irie, young Justine Sky, and please don't go cut out on that snarl, young scissor. Let's celebrate the awesomeness that is our sisters. My affinity's infinity, and I wish you everything that give you better energy. So be prouder, be flyer, and like my auntie Michelle told me, we gotta do our job to reach high. Holla. Falan. Shine, shine, baby, shine.
Kind of like
Where are you going?
To work.
Kind of like that. You know, I'm getting an echo, so y'all let me know if the sound's coming out there correctly. Because I am getting an echo, but I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm going to put this out and I'm going to upload it on my other channel because I want everybody to know how J Speed or G feel about the ManoFear. I'm not talking about black manosphere. I'm talking about this new wave of ManoFear. And it is out of this world. Get it off the studio. Okay. studio mode so I can get down into it. I can control it the way I want to control it. But I will say this before I get started.
The story you're about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Yeah, some of the names I did change. I had to. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. I've been in this, started off with the Black ManoFear, but this new wave I think is ManoFear. And I'm not going to be the butt of anybody's fucking joke, but man can't keep his fucking word, then he's no good for me. This didn't start over at Bernard's channel. It started at, matter of fact, if the one person in it, can you tell me my sound coming through loud and clear? Because I need to know that. Okay? Before we get started. Yeah, okay. I know that's coming through loud and clear. And the only reason I play that record with Shantae is because I think she went in harder than any rapper even up to date. So I just like that. I wish there was a male who would came in and do the same thing. So let me just break down where I'm coming from, okay? I've been listening to stuff in the ways that we're going. I never proclaimed that I was in the Black Manosphere. I just, when I tuned in, I tuned into O'Shea. I think he had a good thing going, and I still think he has a good thing going. I think he has moved his direction towards really doing great things, but I always seen him doing great things, even when he used to have the Rumble. I thought he was doing real good things. Seriously, I just really did. But even when he stopped doing the Rumble, in between the Rumbles and stuff, he used to say, he used to bring y'all brothers to the plate. That's why a lot of brothers turned against him, because he started telling you about the shit you was doing. And my whole thing is, anytime I hear somebody complaining about one issue, and they can never see the other side of the story, it just reminds me how women got started in the 80s and the 90s and up to 2000 and something with all the talk shows. And so it just reminds me of their old stuff. And a lot of these guys don't know they got a lot of bad habits that women had, and they think the women are winning, but anytime you divide, you're not winning. Seriously, anytime you divide the family, you're not winning. And a lot of these brothers come up in this new ManoFear. I didn't say spear, I say fear. They guess as women go stay under a rock. And it's like, this is not the 1900s, which they don't ever like me to go back to, but it's almost as if they want women to go back to the 1900s, 1920s, 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and 60s. And they're doing themselves a disservice. And I'm going to take some of my comedian friends, and we're going to break down this ManoFear. Since they want to play the jokey jokes, they don't understand. I started off in the jokey jokes. And what I'm going to do is do a review of a different, a lot of different comedians breaks this down. And because it's just getting redundant. They speak on the same thing every day. And I'm like, come on, how many times do you have to do a show on getting quality pussy before somebody catch on? And it's got so that I think a lot of these brothers are goddamn YouTube pimps. Seriously. They catch young men who are vulnerable, who's just getting in the dating scene, just, just came out of the category of dry dicking, and try to tell them or lead them in a way that they was never successful in. And that's true throughout the manosphere. I looked at these guys. I looked at these guys and I surveyed these guys and I listened to them talk, and I just, it don't take much. There ain't no rocket science. Now, some of these brothers speak real well, but they ain't saying a damn thing. I know you don't heard me say that many a time. They speak well, but they ain't saying shit. They act as if men and women have not had relationship problems until the YouTube came along. And then they put everything on the boomers. Like, look here, man. I was fucking women that would just be too old for you to be fucking now. So I'm pretty sure you're not fucking the women I was fucking. Well, how you go put that on me? Seriously, how you go really put that on me? If you was to even have sex with some of the women that I had sex with back when I was 19 and 20, you probably had to deworm them first before you even get the sex in. But these brothers want to put blame on everybody but themselves. And I listen to them. And I know you see the name in my description. You got Edward, diarrhea mouth. He never stopped fucking talking. And he act like he really don't care. But he does care. Why the hell is he sticking around if he don't care? He looked like a ghost. And he came up before. He looked like a damn ghost. And I can understand why no woman would probably want his short ass. He's sitting up there trying to goddamn give her a whole dictionary while he's fucking. You know what I mean? And that's his major problem. And then you got Pablo, Low Blow. He's always trying to get brothers get passport to go across seas. Now, let's just get an understanding of this. All these passport brothers, number one, they ain't never talked about the men in them countries. Now, I understand they go there for women, but they ain't never talk about how different the men are in them countries. How do you get a country of women who carry themselves decent or carry themselves to submit to their man if these women are not having examples of what a man supposed to be? But then you don't want to talk about how the men are in that country and how these women are raised in a certain way. But then you want to just talk about the women, because the reason why you don't want to talk about the men's is because then you have to define who the fuck you are. So that's what this is all about. Let me just get some of my friends and we're going to listen to something fair use, how some of these men look at these brothers. And this has been we're going to stop it and start it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so listen to this before I get started. So they had a show this morning on Reynaldo Riley's channel, and they listened to this woman speak. I'm not going to call any names, but they went to listen to this woman speak for about an hour and 15 minutes. And then not one of them get tired of listening to her speak because they wanted to put her on the microscope. Lesson burn. Yeah. Thanks for coming in. Seen your comment earlier. But they had this woman speaking for about an hour and 15 minutes, and none of them had anything to say other than trying to criticize every word that came out of her mouth. I get on the channel, speak for 2 minutes, and they want to boot me off. See, that shows you why we're having problems. Because this gang that we got over here in the ManoFear, they so up in each other's ass that you can't have opinion on your own. If you don't go by their opinion, and then all of a sudden, then you got a problem. You got to be saying amen to everything they say. Facts, amen, and all this. Okay, let's just be real. There's a bunch of brothers in this thing don't even want to be with women in the first place. Let's just be fucking honest. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened to them. I don't know why they turned and have so much animosity towards women and their behavior. And I don't know why they don't. It's that hard for them to even try to understand where a woman might be coming from. If you can understand it, then you ain't got to hate her so much. The only thing you got to do is get your shit right or pick the right one. Now think about this. At any given time you hear a man talking about a woman in general, that's usually from his experience. And a lot of these brothers don't even have experience. They just go on TV, or they go on the internet, or they go on things that they haven't even experienced for themselves and use other people's downfalls to try to prove their point. And that's where they lose at. Seriously, men been talking about relationship ever since men been able to talk. But these brothers, they don't want to hear anything other than themselves talk and the bullshit that they want to pass on. Like, you spineless ass brothers who's trying to get a relationship going. You don't hear about the brothers who, that got their shit together talking about all this bad shit. You always hear these broke brothers, as one of the brothers said in YouTube, these brothers who walk around here with all this dry dick and they can't get the woman they want. They're like a 2 or 3, and we're going to start using the numbers, and they want a 9 and 10. And so when you started telling them they out of their lane, they be like, well, my bag should get me in that lane. Well, your bag ain't big enough to get you in that lane. When you are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, look at me, I'm 62 years old. And I put myself against a lot of them brothers up on them channels 30 and 40, and even some of the 20-year-olds. They ridiculous looking. Some of them just a cosmetic. Cosmetic couldn't even make them look good. They're totally ridiculous looking. Hell, none of my sisters would date their ass if I had some alive. And even if I had some cousins or anything else, they wouldn't look their damn way. These brothers are ridiculous. They're the ridiculous of the ridiculous. They ain't got this up. I don't give a damn how you go to gym, get your muscles and shit up. If you oogly, you just oogly. Ain't no ifs, ands about it. If you get that Flavor Flav, kind of like, going on with yourself, and the only thing you can do is go in the library and learn every damn book and every word in the dictionary and try to get on these YouTube like you've been talking to women like that. That's why she's so bored with your ass. Seriously. Just downright bored with you. Hey, what's going on, Jace? Yeah, I'm talking about some of these old dry dick ass brothers who always complaining about sisters and don't never look at themselves in the mirror. Didn't they hear the song Michael Jackson? Talking about the man in the mirror? I don't hear Japanese, Asians, all kinds of Asians. They don't be getting on the internet talking shit about their women every day. Every day you got some bullshit to talk about some women. You go find videotapes, and if it fits your narrative, you go run with it. There's 7 billion people on this planet, and over half of them are women. And until you can date all of them, let me just tell you something, Junior, that even when you had problems with women, that's your experience. That's in your mind. Only thing you have to do is get that shit out of your mind and go get what you want. Because the world's still going on while you sitting around here belly aching about how women should change for you. Well, when are you going to change for you? All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this shit, all right? We're going to listen to some shit, all right?
It's really sad about men that we can't have a beautiful thought about a woman that isn't followed by a disgusting thought about that same woman. We're not capable of it. We can't do one without the other. If you're a woman and a guy's ever said anything romantic to you, he just left off the second part that would have made you sick if you could have heard it. That's how our brains work. She's an angel, and I want her to drown in my cum.
See, this is the problem. They talk about all these women they can't get, but they still want to sex them up. Think about that. All the women they talk about in the black community, they still want to sex them up. Well, let's continue on.
That's the closest we can get to poetry in our hearts.
Fair use.
We love you. We really do. We think you're angels, and we want you to drown in our cum. We want to drench your angel wings that carry you to heaven with our sticky, gooey, disgusting jism. That's what we want. I'm sorry. It's just the way we are.
Now, something a little more positive for you. Don't want you to think the whole show is just negativity. This is about a festival. This is my idea for one of those big outdoor summer festivals. This is called Slugfest. And this is for men only. Here's what you do.
Now, this is what YouTube have turned into Slugfest. We're going to get on the internet every day and we have a slugfest about women. But they got a group of knuckleheads in.
You get about 100,000 of these fucking men. You know the ones I mean, these macho motherfuckers. Yeah, these strutting, preening, posturing, hairy, sweaty, alpha male jack-offs. The muscle assholes. You take about 100,000 of these disgusting pricks, and you throw them in a big dirt arena, big 25-acre dirt arena, and you just let them beat the shit out of each other for 24 hours nonstop. No food, no water, just whiskey and PCP.
And this is what I'm talking about. All these men think they reinventing the wheel. And this shit been going on forever. And that ain't stopped people from having families. That ain't stopped people from taking care of their business. And they ain't got time to sit around and complain about women every day. I'm trying to figure this shit out.
And you just let them punch and pound and kick the shit out of each other until only one guy is left standing. Then you take that guy and you put him on a pedestal and you shoot him in the fucking head. Yeah. Then you put the whole thing on TV. Budweiser would jump at that shit in half a minute. And guys would volunteer. Guys would line up. All you got to do is promise them a small appliance of some kind. Men will do anything. Just give them something that plugs in the wall, makes a whirring noise. Here's another male cliche.
Yeah, and that make me guys going into third world countries or going into countries that women are not as, I would say, knowing of their game. They go over there and carry small appliances like wash machines and stoves, new ones and old ones. They don't make any difference. I'm pretty sure back in the day, if my mom didn't have a stove, goddamn, and she had a chance to get one, and one good lay, goddamn, it would not stop her from getting that damn stove.
These guys would cut the sleeves off of their T-shirts so the rest of us can have an even more compelling experience of smelling their armpits. I say, hey, Bruno, shut it down, would you please? You smell like an anchovy's cunt, okay? Yeah. Not good. Whoa. Not good, Bruno, and definitely not for sharing. This is the same kind of guy that has that barbed wire tattoo that goes all the way around the bicep. You've seen that, haven't you? That's just what I need. Some guy who hasn't been laid since the bicentennial wants me to think he's a bad motherfucker because he's got a picture, a painting of some barbed wire on his eyes. Hey, Junior, come around when you have the real thing on there. I'll squeeze that shit on good and tight for you, okay? No kidding.
You see, that's what some of these guys do. They think just because they get on the microphone, they hoop and holler, you know, they don't get so bad now. They don't like their sisters or mothers because all of them the same way. You know, I can't believe out of a whole neighborhood of people that some of these weird ass are widows. That's what they are, widows. You know, this is why they can't keep a relation. They're just weird. Everybody has breakups. Everybody don't have a perfect relationship, but they usually find something they, you know, pretty much satisfied with and carrying on out to the glory land. But these guys, they're going to have this younger generation all messed up. Seriously.
No kidding. This is the same kind of guy. If you smashed him in the face 8 or 9 times with a big chunk of concrete and then beat him over the head with a steel rod for an hour and a half, you know what? He'd drop like a fucking rock. Like a rock. Here's another guy thing that sucks. These t-shirts that say, lead, follower, get out of the way. You ever see that? This is more of that stupid Marine Corps bullshit. Obsolete male impulses from 100,000 years ago. Lead, follower, get out of the way. You know what I do when I see that shirt? I obstruct. I stand right in the guy's path, force him to walk around. He gets a little past me. I spin him around, kick him in the nuts, rip off the shirt, wipe it on my ass, and shove it down his fucking throat. That's what I do when I see that shirt.
Now, this is what the ManoFear, not the ManoSpear, but the ManoFear wants you to believe that they are ready to lead somebody. Half of these motherfuckers can't even get their dog to go outside and piss, much less eat. Now, you know a dog, he hungry, he eat. These ones can't even get him to eat. But they make you believe that they are successful in other parts of their life or a fictitious job that really has nothing to do with anything other than giving them something to do. Because they don't fucking empty head. The only thing they can do is made up shit. They can't deal with the creation of human beings. They have to deal with some made up shit.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that's all these Marines are looking for, a good time. And speaking of tough guys, I'm getting a little tired of hearing that after 6 policemen get arrested for shoving a floor lamp up some black guy's ass and ripping his intestines out, the police department announces they're going to have sensitivity training. I say, hey, if you need special training to be told not to jam a large, cumbersome object up someone else's asshole, maybe you're too fucked up to be on the police force in the first place. Huh? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
Now, we got guys in the ManoSpear pretty much okay with all the madness is going around when it comes to police officers. Let's get this straight. Everybody know that there's going to be more crime in the black community against blacks than it is going to be police against black. That's not... Even some of you have to think about it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that. But this is going into the other communities. The other communities, the white communities, there's going to be more crime against the people, white against white, than it is police against white. And you go on, et cetera, until each racial group, usually the people who do crimes towards someone is pretty much in their own race. We already understand that. But their talking points is to keep your narrative that there's some Pookie and Ray Rays in the neighborhood is fucking up the whole neighborhood. Or should I say, the community, as some of them would like to say. That's a bunch of bullshit. It's either the community or is it not. But when they say the community, they're really trying to play on words to make you do one thing. not to be part of the community. Let's go on further.
All right. This is how it works with guys. Anytime you do anything remotely sensitive, heartwarming, anything that's going to make you more of a loving, caring individual, immediately all your guy friends suggest that maybe, just maybe, you want to suck a dick. Oh, it's brutal. Even if you do something smart, right? Like it's raining out, he's got an umbrella. What a fag! Oh my God! What are you, afraid of the water? Put your shoulders up, you fucking homo. Jesus Christ. Would you pull that thing out of your ass? Oh, it's brutal. It doesn't even have to make sense. You carved a pumpkin? What do you do next? Carve some guy's ass with your cock? What a fag! What are you gonna blow a scarecrow? Dude, get away from me with your gay little pumpkin. Oh, it's brutal. Dude, what are you, a fag? Is the reason why guys drop at 55 out of fucking nowhere. It's literally from 5 decades of just suppressing the urge to like hug a puppy, admit a baby's cute, say you want a cookie. You just gotta keep pushing it down like, fuck that, I'm not sucking dick, I'm not sucking dick. Right?
And see, this is what these guys, I don't know, if you use the love word, oh, you're submitting to your emotions. If you look, I like this person, if you ain't just coming out saying you just go F this girl left and right and leave her alone, then you can't hang with this gang called ManoFear. And that's what it's all about. These guys are fearing women. Instead of them choosing the woman they want, they'd rather go over there and get them a baby or a child. See, a child will let you lead them around. A woman knows what she's supposed to be doing. And a man knows what he's supposed to be doing. He ain't sitting around complaining about shit that he don't want. And that's what these guys do. A lot of fucking belly aching about shit they don't want. When do you see that play out anywhere else in life? The people who don't want something continues to complain about it. If I don't want a jacked up ass looking house because the windows are all turned to the side, the gutters are fucked up hanging on the side of the house, the paint is peeling, I'm gonna sit around and complain about that for years and years when I can go out there and get the house I want. Or get the house that I'm gonna build. And then I'll be proud of it the way I, lay it out. But here we go.
Yeah. No. And then one day you're in a Denny's and they forget to put bananas in your pancakes. You just have like an aneurysm and your head slams off that sticky table. And the last thing you hear before it all goes black is your friends go, he got bananas in his pancakes. What a fag! Oh my God, it wasn't sweet enough with the syrup, you fairy. Hey, bring another one over home and shove it up his ass, right? Yeah, because it looks like a dick, right? It looks like a dick. Yeah, I thought it, then I said it. I'm awesome. Yeah.
The man gonna be a man. A man is basically as faithful as his options.
Where do you hear that at?
That's how faithful a man is. No more, no less. And you see all these fat Republican guys going, I would never do such a thing. This is a travesty. I'm like, nobody's trying to blow you. Ain't no 20-year-old girls trying to blow Orrin Hatch.
And a lot of these guys, fair use, a lot of these guys look like Orange Hatch. And they wonder why these women won't be with them. I never heard like guys when I was coming up complaining about when they can get the woman they choose. They just went out there and got something else. Motherfucker, sometimes you just got to be happy. You can't eat everything you want to eat. Sometimes you just got to take it for nutritional value and keep you stepping. But a lot of you motherfuckers on meds, MEDS, and you don't really need no woman. You need it 4 white walls with a jacket that they strap around your ass and it's tied up in the back. You don't even need to be in a relationship. We already know what you would do in a relationship. You would mess it up.
Nobody trying to get Newt Gingrich, son. I don't give a fuck. You ain't never gonna hear Newt Gingrich go, man, I wish these hoes would back up off me. I wish they would just back the fuck up off of me. Let her play a play. Shit. That's right. It's damn near impossible for a man to turn down sex. It's hard for a man to turn down sex. We can stop chasing it, and even that requires some rehab. But it's hard for a man to stop. Woo, turn what? If it chases us, we can't run that fast.
See, and that's the problem. Is these brothers, I don't think want the women to submit to them. I think these brothers really want to submit to the woman. Secretly. And don't forget about some of them who don't even want a woman.
It gonna catch us. We're like, shit. Pull the hamstring. It got me. You can't run that fast. See, it's easy for women to turn down sex. It ain't shit for y'all to turn down sex. It ain't no thing for y'all to turn down sex. Y'all like, how come why can't you turn it down? I do it all the time. Why can't you say no? I say no. See, it's easy for y'all. You know why? Because every woman in here, ever since you was 13, every guy you met's been trying to fuck you.
Now, why do the ManoFear don't understand that one statement? The women already know that you consistently been trying to fuck them. Then you should understand they see your ass coming. And no woman wants to be with some ugly, undesirable man to walk around with just to tell her friends how smart he is. Y'all know how that conversation would go. You taking an undesirable looking man around with you and telling your other friends how smart he is. Well, if he's so smart, why this motherfucker can't get another look versus reading another book or trying to tell me what he don't read in the book? Let's get back to it. Fair use.
That's right. Women are offered dick every day. Every woman in here gets offered dick at least 3 times a week. 3 times a day. Shit. That's right. Every time a man's being nice to you, all he's doing is offering dick. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. Oh, could I get that for you? How about some dick? Oh, could I help you with that? Can I help you with some dick? Do you need some dick? Nobody offers us shit. We got to fend for ourselves.
And see, that's what they got to understand. When you are in demand, you can get away with a lot of shit in life that the average motherfucker who's not in demand can't get away with it. Everybody knows beautiful men or handsome men get a leeway when you walking around looking like Flavor Flav with a big ass fucking clock around your neck. Unless you are Flavor Flav, you ain't gonna get no play. So why they don't understand that? Women know what you want when you open your mouth. As you know what you want, when you're approaching a woman. Nobody, no man, come on, let's just be honest. Y'all say this bullshit all the time. No man approach a woman to just be her friend. Your dick ain't gonna let you get away with that. So, ladies, I know you don't need for me to regurgitate what you already know. Every time a motherfucker come up to you, he's coming up to you for a reason. It's not a business plan. It's a bedroom plan. So this is why these brothers are getting so upset.
We can't believe it when we get an offer. We're like, damn, this is my lucky day. That's right, man.
Fair use.
That's right. See, now this whole Monica Lewinsky scandal, a lot of this shit is Hillary's fault. That's right. I said it. It had to be said. Somebody got to say it. Everybody, ooh, Hillary's a hero. No, she ain't. Aquaman's a hero.
Like one time I read this. This is the thing I read by a scientist. It was in one of those big science books, or else it was one line in USA Today. I can't remember. But it said this. It said, scientists now say that a man thinks about sex once every 7.3 seconds.
Now, if that's the case, you have to start asking yourself, who are these brothers thinking about having sex with? Dream girls? Thoughts? So when they get on these challenges and with their frustration, let's just call it what it is. It's about not having the sex they want. A lot of these brothers been on Pornhub so much, they couldn't get turned on by a woman anyway, unless he was looking at the video while he was doing her. Let's get on into it.
Now, of course, that's horse shit. Like, how could that possibly be, Okay, we couldn't walk down the street, cock, pussy, ass. You blow your fucking head off by the second day. And also, I'm a man. I don't need no scientist telling me nothing. I know what I think once every 7.3 seconds. Plus, I don't like when they use decimals like that. No. Guy could have said once every 10 or 15 seconds. Yeah. Prove he was a scientist. But anyways, I know what I think once every 7.3 seconds. I'll just be walking down the street, you just, you're like, doodly-doo, hey, there's a building. Doop-de-doop-dee. Hey, look at that guy wearing cowboy boots over there. How about that? Doodly-doo. Wonder if I should wear cowboy boots. Nah, I'm too old for that, sir. Oh, there's that building again. Hey, my ass is itchy over here. Can't scratch my ass out here in the street. Hey, Willie Nelson still wears cowboy boots. Billy Joe Shaver, too. Those fellers must be well on 70. Anyway, it's just a bunch of meaningless gibberish. That's my point. But it's not sex. And then the real time, this is the amount of time that you think about sex. Every once in a while, which is not a science. Scientists don't like that term.
But see, I think these brothers think about it more than 7.some seconds, because if you ain't getting it, you're thinking about it. See, we all think about things we ain't getting that we want, because it becomes more of a drag for our life, because it's like having a last box of corn, Frosted Flakes in your house, and you only got a half a cup, and you got a whole gallon of milk. You'd be like, God damn, I'm gonna make these Frosted Flakes swim in this milk, make it seem like I got a whole box of this shit. Just stupid stuff like that. That's what the brothers be saying. Seriously, they say stupid shit just like that, and it's supposed to make sense. And then they'll tell you all in the same breath, I'm gonna break each one of them down. In the same breath, they be telling you what the problem is, and it never points back to them. Now, there's one brother who's, I think he's coming out of his shell a little bit, and he's taking a little more snick from it. But then it's kind of hard to trust him too, because he's in it for the money, and so you don't know if it's real, authentic, or either it's just something he's saying because he know down the line he gonna be able to get a damn bag from it. Oh, let's get on into it. All right.
But every once in a while you think about it, and like I think about it every couple of days, or if you're a younger man, you probably think about it more, you know what I mean? But then the problem becomes, when you think about it, is all you can think about. You know what I mean? It just encompasses your whole brain. You know, you're just like, you're like a fucking werewolf or something. Like, usually you're a civilized human being, but then every couple of days you're like, and then you gotta close the blinds, you know, and then you the bedroom. You gotta go back to the bedroom. Take a lady back there. And then you go to your bedroom, which normally I love the bedroom. It's the most beautiful place where you can, finally escape this hellish joke we call life and just, lie on your Tempur-Pedic pillow and dream of jelly rolls and stuff like that. But now when you're in this state, you know what I mean? Then you go in, you're like, and the things that you do in that bedroom, good Lord God, it's beyond the imagination of you as a civilized human being most of the time. You know what I mean? You're in there, you're like, your fucking mind's gone. Your mind is gone. That's all I know. You ever actually say things that you're doing, your mind's fucking so gone, you're like, I am fucking you, my cock is going,
Fair use. And this reminds me of what the hell I've been listening to for the last 2 years. And they say this shit been going on ever since 2015, 16. I'm trying to say to myself, if you ain't figure out how to get pussy in the last 10 years, I think it's time for you to have an operation, because you don't know what to use with your junk in the trunk. And I had to be getting a call from another big head while I'm talking. But think about this. You don't spend all these years telling a woman how unimportant it is for her to carry the baby for 9 months, because she's just the carrier, but you doing the hard work. I mean, how do you convince some idiots that you doing the hard work? Motherfucker, you've been masturbating for the last 25 years. How you go call that hard work? To ejaculate is hard work? Versus her carrying a baby for 9 months? See, this is kind of lopsided, upside down. I don't know what to say about these brothers. The shit is just way out there, man. You go convince a woman you putting a seed in her is much more important than her carrying a damn backpack in her belly for 9 months. How do you equate that? Who the hell even told you some stupid shit to even say like that? And then if they told you some shit like that, why would you even follow somebody? Here this woman go carry your big-headed baby. Probably ain't gonna be worth shit by the time she hatch him out. For 9 months, and then you go tell her how unimportant she is. I like to see your ass carry around a baby in your stomach for 9 months. I think the shit would be hilarious. I would laugh at your ass all 9 months. Every day I would get up and just come out of my front door and just read my paper, watching your silly ass trying to carry a baby for 9 months and telling somebody else, well, this is really not important. I'm just carrying these biscuits around, God damn it, because, you know, it's just something to do. It's not that hard. Man, y'all got the shit all twisted. And you wonder why. I don't care if you get 100 million people. I don't care if you get 1 million people. When you are fucking wrong, you'll never get this shit right. Because you won't do what it takes for you to understand what the hell you even talking about. It's easy, very easy to pass off the bucks to somebody else and say it's all the women's fault. So you are acting as if women are chicken. They can just pop eggs out of their ass and don't have to have no counterpart or no male or around anything. You get the sperm one time and you can lay eggs for the rest of your life. Well, I don't know what goofy ass world you live in, but until you understand who you are, how in the hell is she gonna ever understand who she is? And what do you expect? We live in a country where you have all kinds of freedom that you want to now take away from her because she can outdo your ass in freedom than you. Think about it. That's what the whole thing is about. She can outdo you in a free world. And obviously, you can never say that she has any help because that man that I talk about don't even exist. So how could he be assisting her in something that he don't even exist? Because you don't believe in the system of white supremacy. You don't believe in that the man is helping her until he's coming against your ass. Oh, yeah. Do I believe the family law need to be changed? The marriage laws need to be changed? Yes, I do. But I'm not going to focus all my attention on that if I ain't doing anything out there but jaw-jacking and slobbing over the microphone trying to get it to change. You got to understand how to change. You're supposed to be a man. Why do you don't know how to change that? Why do you don't know how to get a bill and get somebody to co-sign it and sponsor it and start moving it around? You ain't going to do that. You know why you ain't going to do that? Because y'all call us race hustlers. And y'all ain't turned out to be nothing but goddamn women hustlers. And you get these young guys in these channels, just like I say, it's 3 weeks from breast milk, and try to educate them on something you was not ever able to do. So let me break them down. Try to keep this close to an hour. Maybe we got a good another 5 minutes, or 10 or 15 minutes, because I want to keep it right at an hour. Who we got first in line? Let me see who we got first in line. Hold on just a minute. Okay. We got O'Shea Dukes. Did a hell of a job for the ManoFear. I'm serious. And I ain't trying to kiss his ass or anything, but that brother's more rounded than a lot of y'all put together. And if y'all had to kind of like stick with his direction and the way he was going, maybe you could have, he put everybody on and gave everybody. He's the only brother I know that put any and everybody on his show who had something to bring to the table. So I don't have nothing bad to say about that brother. Yeah, I know he say he be tricking, but O'Shea is a very intelligent person. As you get on the show, you'll notice that he just be writing down stuff as you say some dumb shit. And at the end, he go set your ass up because that's the way he think. He thinks in a way of letting a person talk enough to say some dumb ass shit. And he go, oh, player. He come out and he get ready to go in on your ass. Okay, so ain't nobody's perfect. He do what he does. And if you ever, come up with some bullshit against me, he would crack you across the head with the microphone because he got good community timing. And he's fast on his thoughts versus some of you other thoughtless motherfuckers who only regurgitate what other people say. and use films and magazine articles to take these little damn shots at it when no one can speak on the issue you're talking about other than the magazine article or the movie. Get out of the goddamn fictitious world, man, and get into the real world. Let's move along. Then we got Edward, the champion of diarrhea, who really don't care about any of the spaces because he continues to say that ever since I known him. But he's always got an opinion on something that he don't give a fuck about. That shit is laughable by itself. How could you not give a fuck about anything that you consistently jumping on panels like a hot goddamn frying pan? You just throw some water in it, but you don't care about it. I'm starting to question that, brother. Seriously. I'm really starting to question him because how do you know, like the court system, how do you believe in anything a person to say if they start offline? Then you got Peabo Bryson, a.k.a. as Papo. That's what I'm going to call him, Papo. Because he got everything to say about women in the United States. He think every woman in the black community is fat. Let him tell you. I ain't never heard him complain about anything else other than them being fat. Well, if you hang around a hometown buffet, you probably go find some fat women around there, Pablo. You know, you ain't a bad looking dude, but just like I say, you come out with that old goofy shit, already thinking in a negative light, and that's what you produce. Maybe you don't have to do anything because you got a woman now. Why can't you go ahead and just celebrate your woman versus coming over here and trying to piss on everything the black woman is doing over there? I don't see how your woman even give you enough time to do all that shit. If she's taking care of all the business you talk, say she's taking care. She's there submitting you, but you on a panel with a bunch of fucking hard heads. Wouldn't you rather be with your woman who's submitting to you to be on a panel with a bunch of hard heads that you trying to prove some dead end road that you don't discover it? It's still a dead end road, man. You ain't gonna be able to shake that shit off. Let me see who's next. Colonel Sanders. He have turned out to be like Obama, Jesus Christ, walking on water, committing miracles with YouTube. He's changing the world. He's got 1 million subscribers, but there's 7 billion people. I don't give a damn about his subscribers. Hell, I think the less subscribers you have, the more shit you can really talk about. Have always believed that because you stay on the radar. But listen here. It's easy to make a show that has already been made. You think he's doing anything that Howard Stern, Tom Lankus, all these guys way back in the 90s, man, y'all just rehashing a bunch of shit that they already did. And a lot of them did it for comedy. They really didn't think that way. You take Howard Stern, he's been married twice. Got a family. Wouldn't even let his family members listen to some of the shit he talk about. Tom Lankus, you know, out here in California, I'm at. That's the same thing. They ran his ass off the radio station. Oh, he still do some little stuff on YouTube, but just like I say, everybody get tired of you complaining about shit. I don't give a damn what you complain about. Food, houses, cars, roads. So why you think you were reinventing something? That's what I need to know. And then you got, let's see who's next up. Then this is a funny one. lead me to the bank attorney. Y'all call him the lead attorney. Well, let me just tell you something. The reason that family court is all fucked up is due to 99% of the damn attorneys that go in that courtroom. They're not in there fighting for you people. They're in there fighting to fatten up their bank account, keep your ass fighting against the other parties. And then sometimes they send each other letters like memos and telling each other, well, they got $70,000 left. How are we going to be able to get into that? Okay, we can bring up this, and then, yeah, okay, that'll keep them arguing for another 3 months. And that little retainer they put up for $10,000, well, we pretty much don't burn through that in the first month. Most courthouses in the United States have you to go to a person that's there in the middle to be the referee. And seeking y'all come up with anything. But when you get these high lawyers that you don't pay the retainer to, they gonna keep y'all ass fighting. But you can go to any courtroom, mostly in America now, and do mediation. Well, you can come up with your own, and it don't cost you anything. You ain't gotta come out with $10,000 off top. But these brothers won't tell you that. They'll tell you when you go down in that courtroom, hell, they gonna hit you across the head and drag your ass in family court and make you the daddies of somebody's kids that's not yours, and just keep your ass sleeping on mama's couch or mama's basement, which I don't know why you're sleeping in her basement or on her couch, because you don't like her neither. She's a woman. But you over there sucking up all that her goddamn life in our house, you full of shit. Nah, you full of bullshit. So this is the major problems I see when you start talking about attorneys. Why are y'all turning in his ass in the first place? I mean, he looks like the kind of goddamn guy who would pull up to an accident and help you hold your arm on your shoulder so he can get your goddamn address, telephone number, so he can represent you in the goddamn court case, civil court case. He's an ambulance chaser at the best. Tell him what I said. I've been on the show before. I don't like a man who smiles that goddamn much. Really don't. Dr. Collins used to tell me, motherfucker smile that much, he might be tiptoed through the daisies. And I'm not fond of men who tiptoe through the daisies. Not the kind of flower I like. Give me some cactus or something. Fuck the flowers. Save the flowers for the women. All right, that's as much as I can go with. Lead me to the bank attorney. And then, see, I want some motherfuckers to come back on me on this right here, because then I could really go in. Give me something. Give me something to get me all up and ready for the fight. And then you got KFC. Mo 1. Now, I like this brother because he could take a good joke. Better than some of these brothers in the ManoFear who can take a dick, but they can't take a joke. But they let you believe they're looking for pussy. You got KFC, and I call him that, and he gets a good laugh out of him. He got Mode 1. And believe it or not, Mode 1 is the kind of thing you should have, he probably discovered in the nightclub. Because it's nightclub talk. You know what I mean? You have to be a real brave brother to go around and ask a woman for some pussy in the first part of the conversation. Now, he could probably get away with it. He was one of them brothers that the women looked at and said, oh, he got good hair. He light-skinned it. You know, probably over 6 feet tall, maybe somewhere close, 5'9" and a half. You know, he didn't have to wear them damn prints, goddamn high heels to make himself the desirable man that most women want. A man is 6 feet tall. She'll take 1.5'11" and a half. You know, if he get the right kind of shoes on him, he can make that 6 feet mark. But he probably, you know, Kerry, he was a gentleman. You can just tell the way he's aged now. That he's one of them El Jabbar's looking type brothers back in the day. You know, probably had a Jerry curl, wet and juicy and drip all over the goddamn place. And then he was kind of brother, he just put a little Crisco oil in his hair, and then he looked like he had Jerry curl because he had that hair, that loose curl hair. He ain't need no Jerry curl. But he got on a team to try to tell other brothers that these are the things you need to do to get a woman. Well, in this day and time, I'm not saying some of his shit can't be used, but look like he's looking for they're getting y'all in a damn good set of handcuffs, the Smith & Wesson handcuffs. Because these ladies ain't playing today. You come up with that bullshit. Now, you probably get some old whorish woman in the street, some heifer, who would, you know, probably subscribe to that kind of talk to her. You pretty much can tell by the way she dressed if she did. But you ain't walking up to no nun, or you ain't walking up to no Muslim woman and telling no bullshit like that, because you're putting your life in her hands, and which you should be. Because if the first thing you have to do as far as telling a woman you just want to hit it, y'all done lost y'all goddamn mind. I ain't saying it don't work, but that's usually club conversation after somebody done had 1 or 2 drinks, or you looking in the future and saying you go buy her about 5 or 6. Because after 5 or 6 drinks, I don't give a damn how ugly you are, you won't hurt her eyes. Because she'll have blurred vision. But I ain't got nothing wrong with Curry, because I know he hustling. He getting this thing in, and some of that shit will work from you El Jabbar's looking brothers, and maybe some of you other brothers that might work, but everybody can't use that. You got to believe that. You can't use that. Some of you get your nuts kicked into your throat trying to use some goddamn words like that on a decent woman. You got to know how to pick your prey. So you really need to hang with him so he can give you a real blueprint of what he's talking about, because some of you go out there and use that mode 1 and you'll get a mode foot in your ass. Brother, uncle, cousin, you know. But just like I say, some of his shit will work. Let's move along. Last but not least, I need to tell Reynaldo Riley I will not be a butt of your fucking joke, man. You made a deal with me. The motherfucker paid $200. They could get me off the show. That was to help you, because I figured I can make a motherfucker mad enough to give you $200. But you sold out for 2 pieces of silver. You know, silver is still marketed at about $10 fucking ounce. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's less than that. I don't know. Maybe it's more than that. But I know we still, by some people, we're still on the silver standard. A man's day's work is a damn silver. Piece of silver. Now, I don't mind joking with you, because I can joke with the best of them. But don't take my comedy and make me the butt of your joke. And I think that's what your ass is this morning, and I have none of it. OG. Yes, sir. Can we see the family night? Not today. Hey, what was that again? Hold on just a minute. Who is this talking to me right about now? Don't you see my sign up there? Oh, okay. Well, somebody's here. Okay. Then do I have an assistant? Anyway, sorry for being disturbed, but you know I run a house to help people other than on these goddamn microphones talking shit about people all the time. I put the work in. They have someone who can open the gate. Please don't knock on my door. Okay, but anyway, I'm back. So what I need for you to understand, Mr. Riley, I got offended about how you did that shit this morning. And I never seek myself over to your show again. I was thinking I was coming up with something to help you as far as marketing something. But then you got, what is his name, 16 or 19, who's always trying to get me off the show because he don't like women. He might be trying to rub up against you. So, you got this kind of action going on in the ManoFear. What make y'all think that a lot of gay guys who would not see this as like being in prison? You got guys who are fed up with women. Well, maybe I could put on me a high hair and a dress and maybe, or, give enough goddamn charity that somebody give me a telephone number. Not saying that's what's going on. Allegedly, this shit could be going on in the ManoFear. I think y'all should take a page out of O'Shea's and see how he was more rounded than any of you all. And I don't give a damn about numbers. Numbers don't tell you shit. Numbers can only tell you how many people are miserable, but it don't tell you the real thing, why they are miserable. And if you always go use women as the butt of your jokes or the butt of your shortcomings, you will always fall short. God didn't put women here to control men. God put women here for a helpmate for men. And if you can't seem to get your women in line, which you don't have to, because a real woman knows what her position is, what she's supposed to be doing. You don't have to demand her to submit to you. She would submit to you. But she ain't gonna submit to no asshole. No religion I know on this earth asks a woman to submit to a man who's not submitting to superior being. You be crazy too. Because then you go turn around and ask him, what is he going to submit himself to? Nobody wants to ask that question. So anyway, you got a bunch of dumbass ideas. And the reason why y'all keep going in circles, because your ideas are so limited. You don't want to listen to nobody else's opinion unless they're kissing y'all ass and saying the things and regurgitating the things you want them to say. And for you to not be able to solve the problems of relations on this fucking earth or even the United States, then you got to understand you must got some flaw in your game. Not you per se. I'm just talking about the people who gets up in the morning and wants to hear men complain about women versus getting on their goddamn square. Anyway, I think I went a couple minutes over what I wanted to get out there. I said it. I meant it. This ain't about no entertainment. This is about the bullshit that's been going on in the ManoFear, not the ManoSpear. I only respect one person who considered himself in the ManoSpear, and that's O'Shea Jackson. Because I think if y'all take his lead and did what he asked y'all to do, or just look at him as an example, you would have been better off. You are just rehashing shit he started years ago, and you still in that same circle, and he's moving on with his life, trying to do something different and bring you up to a higher step. If you waiting for Carolyn Sanders to do it for you, when y'all fall off that tree limb, y'all gonna see y'all gonna be in a bunch of goddamn trouble. I need for you to stop knocking on my door. I heard you the first time. Anyway, so I got to get out of here because I'm getting interrupted right about now. So I do other things other than get on these microphones. I try to help people in one way or the other. Y'all have a blessed day. Have an amazing week. And I'll be back. One way or the other, I'll be back. That's an easy one. I'm gonna get them little around your time because then it's somebody else. No sweet drugs and alcohol allowed. Whatever you do outside that gate, that's you. All right, so you don't come back and interrupt my house, and I'm fine. If you come back and get drunk, high, whatever, you go in your bed, you don't mess with nobody, or you turn you violent or anything else, get you in. You got to know yourself. No fighting or arguing. This is one of the hardest ones. Everybody thinks they can have to do stuff. What I like to do is you have to do it. So when they start wanting to argue with somebody, that's good. Versus I can come in there and do my point to the great and you get it. So if you have a problem with somebody, come to them. I don't wait no 3 or 4 weeks or whatever. No, I go tell them that problem right at the moment. Did it make me move for some point? I'm now upset or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, no smoking in the front. The reason why there's no smoking in the front because there's something else going on with it. You don't even want to see anything. The neighbors don't want to see it. These people, if you look at it, there's only 2 apartments really on this whole street. These neighbors have invested money for years. People who grew up like that, and really want to come to. Neighbors have invested in this great property for years. You know what I mean? So, for them to have a property in front and having all types of different people out there, it just don't look good. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And it's brings down the value of the house. somebody else come in there like, look at your house again. You know what I'm saying? So we won't have, we hang out in the back, smoke the area, okay? No outside food allowed in the house. And you can take it, and you can bring it back to the bathroom, TV room, smoke room, you can eat it at the actual room. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you can't get other things and do that. But what I'm saying is, when you do things, that's what you just go right in my house and maybe what they have, gold fields and all that other shit. You know, we got certain places we want to be. Always change the gold field. All right, the reason why we do that is versus one of the houses has parents. All lights must be out by now, by 10 o'clock. Now, when I see that, all the time. You want to say that to them? You want to the phone, you want to the phone, you want the music. That's up to you. But the night stuff, you have to let you tell somebody else. You was your roommate doing that. Don't say that. You did it before. No. When you see that light on and you have a problem, just tell me what you want. Oh, we want to see that. I'll have a meeting. A door meeting tell me everybody that I'll see the car. So it won't come back to you. So when you tell me, once you come to my kitchen, you come back. You know what I'm saying? So let me do one thing. See you really like you did this good. Okay. Headphones went through you a long time. All right. Clean up behind you. Another hall. Clean up. So when you need something in the bone or something, just rinse it out. And then do the thing. You ain't gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it anyway. Just rinse it out. Don't have no food and meat, bro. Just do what you got to rinse it out. No lying in the fucking. We don't have people like that. You gotta be able to play with people like this. See, feel like this, like this. You ain't letting it all back. I can go with the heel where you got this shit. But land on it. That's not a good picture. You know what I mean? If we have nurses come in to see you, see other people, and just like I put in the room for people, all the people doing this personal business, all the things you tell me, we have this thing, like a doctor, and a patient relationship, that everything you tell me, that it stays between me and you. Nobody else knows about the rest. Okay? So that's pretty much it. Let me just walk back to the back. You know, so you can get that. You don't want to let them know people that you got to Or you can have a seat in the cage you want to. Whatever. Them chairs ain't gonna hold you right here. They'll break down. Yeah, that's his stuff, Mr. James. Mr. James.